Okay. Hello, Assalamu alaikum, and good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. On behalf of Shamshad Educational and Social Welfare Association, in collaboration with the Women Ascension, I warmly welcome you all the second day of our workshop. In the previous workshop, as we discussed the important aspects of CV writing and cover letter, and today we are moving towards another very important professional tool, that is how to maintain and optimize our LinkedIn profile. So, in today's digital world, LinkedIn is not just a social platform, it is a powerful professional networking space where opportunities, collaborations, and career growth begins. So, before we begin, I would like to request everyone to kindly keep your microphones muted to avoid any background noises. So please feel free to share your questions in the chat box and we will address them during the question and answer session. So we are very fortunate to have with us our speaker, Ms. Jannat, who will guide us on how to create and maintain a professional LinkedIn profile and building connections and use of this platform effectively for career development. Without taking your too much time, I would like to invite Ms. Jannat to begin today's session. Over to you, Ms. Jannat.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shamshad, once again for inviting me for this session, for this training. And I'm so happy and I'm so glad to be a part of it. Welcome once again, everyone. I am Jannat Ahmed, and I am the Human Resources Head at Women Ascension. And I am very excited to be here with you, all of you today. Okay, so in the next hour, we'll explore how to use LinkedIn, not just for personal growth, but also to increase the visibility of you. Okay. So here's what we will cover through this training today, in this training today. So we'll begin with understanding why LinkedIn matters. Okay. That's very important for us. In order to, explore any tool, learn any tool, and how to use it to its maximum ability, you need to understand that platform. And that is particularly why we are going to understand why LinkedIn is important. Okay. And then we'll walk through, creating and optimizing your profile. And then also, I'll help you to understand how to add your experiences, how to network the right way, some of the common mistakes that you need to avoid, and then finally, how you can support yourself on LinkedIn. Okay. And then we'll wrap up with the quick challenge as well, and a quick Q&A if we have time. Okay. So I hope that you are all excited and eager to learn something new today, because I am excited to be here with you all. And those of you who have shown up to this training, it truly reflects your commitment to your personal and professional growth. So I'm really, really thankful for you guys for being here. Now, you might be wondering why LinkedIn. Okay. Now think about LinkedIn. It's not just any other social media platform. Okay. Keep it apart from any other social media platform. Take LinkedIn is basically your professional identity. Why? Because it hosts more than 1 billion professional profiles in 200 countries around the globe, which means that there is nearly an unlimited supply of network connections and job opportunities. Okay. So from seeking a new job to maintaining your brand, using LinkedIn is an important part of being a full-fledged professional in any industry these days. So it's very, very, very important platform for you. These days, what companies are doing, they are asking for your LinkedIn rather than your cover letter. And in today's digital age, your LinkedIn profile often becomes your first impression. Okay. So recruiters and hiring managers are no longer waiting to read your long cover letters. They are simply clicking on your LinkedIn. Why? Because LinkedIn gives them a quick, real time snapshot of who you are, your experiences, your skills, your voice, and then your network as well. But that does not mean that whenever you're asked for a cover letter in your application, you will not give it to the organization. You will not submit it, because cover letter is as important, because cover letter was asked in your application because it was important for the organization. So make sure that you send the all the documents that are required for your application whenever you are applying for a job. If that includes cover letter, please share a cover letter. And I hope that you guys have uh, were able to learn how to write the cover letter in the previous session. Okay, so now LinkedIn is not just a resume. Okay, it is more than a resume. Why? Because it is a live portfolio. It shows how active you are, okay, in the professional world, how who you engage with, what you post about, and what others say about you through endorsements and recommendations. Okay. And especially for remote opportunities where in-person impressions and networking opportunities are not possible, your LinkedIn is your digital handshake. Okay, so it's very important. It helps you to stay visible, connect with people globally, and share your expertise. And most importantly, get noticed by organizations, clients, and potential collaborators. Okay, so it's also the best place to show your involvement with communities like Women Ascension. Okay, so it's very important that you guys have LinkedIn in today's digital world, and you guys are using it to its full potential and making your profile a brand for yourself. Okay, it is very important. Now let's move on towards the next part of the training, and that is what makes a good LinkedIn profile. You need to understand that your LinkedIn, profile page is the foundation of your personal branding. Okay, and your profile picture is your calling card on LinkedIn. Okay. Look at the key elements that we are going through. We are going to go through for, optimizing your LinkedIn profile. It will include your profile picture, headline, the about section, experience, skills and endorsements, and feature section. Okay. Now I will move towards, um, no, yeah. Let's talk a little bit more, and then I'll move towards my LinkedIn profile and explain everything with example. Now, you've probably met someone, okay, so your LinkedIn profile is your calling card on LinkedIn. Okay, your profile picture basically is your calling card on LinkedIn. It's how people are introduced to you, and the visual beings that we are, it governs the impression from the very beginning. So it is very important that you always have a picture in your LinkedIn profile. Now let's move towards my LinkedIn profile. And as you can see, I have a picture over here that clearly shows my face. Now, you might have probably met someone whose social media profile looks nothing like them, because I have seen a lot of people like that. Maybe it's a photo that was, taken 10 years back, or before they started wearing glasses, or, any before any drastic change in their appearance. So it can be startling to meet them in person. Okay. If you only have that picture to go by, and it might even make them question your credibility. Okay. So make sure that your LinkedIn profile is recent. Okay. Maybe within a few past years. Mine is a year old. I think it goes perfectly well with how I look right now. And and it reflects how you look on daily basis. So your picture should reflect on how you look on your daily basis. Your hair, your glasses, your makeup, facial hair, and so on. Okay. So, and if you change your, appearance drastically, consider taking a fresh picture so that people can easily recognize you. Okay. Also, make sure that whenever you are posting a picture on LinkedIn profile, make sure that 60% of the this whole frame has your face in it, okay? And it does not include a lot of your shoulder. It's very important that you have a picture that's more focused on your face. It is not taken from a very far place. Even if it is, whenever you are going to upload a picture, LinkedIn will help you to zoom in the picture, and you can set the picture to a resolution to the ratio where your face focus is on your face. Okay. What we do prefer in LinkedIn in digital world is that when you take a profile picture, wear something you will wear to your work. Okay. So it should be professional, and smile with your eyes. Okay. Give a good impression, have a good expression on your face. Hence your profile picture. So your profile should picture should be clear. It should be in a good resolution. It should be friendly. It should be professional, as it creates your, first impression. So you need to be very careful about what you post, and you should not post flowers or some characters that you love. The on LinkedIn, the profile picture should be you, okay, and it should be a professional picture. So make sure that you do that. And now let's talk about the banner. So this particular part, oh, I think I've missed us. Oh, okay. So I have missed creating a LinkedIn profile part. Why? Because in the previous session, you guys told me that you already have LinkedIn profiles. But if you do not, all you need to do is that go to your either download the website, oh sorry, app on your mobile, and simply join in through your Google account, any Gmail account, okay? Or on desktop, what you need to do is write LinkedIn, okay? Search for LinkedIn, and once you find LinkedIn, um, simply what you need to do is sign in through your Google account. And that's how simple it is to create an account on LinkedIn. Since I already have an account, so it has directly reopened my feed on the LinkedIn. Okay. So, but if you do not have it, you can create it that way. Now, we talked about the picture. Now, let's talk about the banner. So, this is what we call the banner. The Yeah, this is the banner, this visual picture that's being shown above your uh, profile picture. So basically what banner is, it serves as a way to show a little bit more about you, okay? What you are and what you have achieved. So this can be anything to you. Presenting, maybe you are presenting at a conference in a college, a picture of you, um, the picture of a company you work in, okay, a quote that you believe in, and reinforcing what you do, as I have in my banner, okay, because I wanted to showcase what I do, what I am professionally. And what I am is that I am a global talent acquisition and L&D specialist. And what I am doing is that bridging psychology and people strategy for remote first organizations. Okay, so this is how I've created my banner. And for those wondering how you can create a banner, you can simply go to Canva. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the tool Canva, but if you are not, simply write search for Canva. It has an app available as well, by the way. Okay, so it is um, platform that provides, it is a graphic designing platform for those especially who are not graphic designers, to help them create digital media. And it has a lot of options. It can help you create anything, and from here you can create a LinkedIn banner. It has a lot of built-in templates that you can use to create your LinkedIn banner. Okay. So LinkedIn banner templates, and it shows a lot of LinkedIn banner templates, and you can use and customize any of them that suits your profile. Okay. Or as I've told you, the banner can be anything. It can be even a quote that you believe in. Okay. So don't make a big fuss about it, about the banner. But if you want to create a very professional one, you can create one from LinkedIn. Sorry, Canva. Now, then comes your headline. So after your name, these lines that are written here that I'm highlighting right now, this is what we call as a headline. And your LinkedIn headline is a short blurb of that sums up who you are professionally. It sums it up in a very articulated way, and it is very, very important. It is even more important than you can think. Okay, think of it as a short tagline that reflects what you bring to the table. No rule says that that this description at the top of your profile page has to be just a job title. It shouldn't. Use this headline field to say a bit about more about what uh, how you see your role, why you do what you do, and what makes you unique. So it is very important that you talk about yourself in this particular headline part. Talk about yourself. What I've done is that I wanted to showcase that I not only work with Women Ascension, but what I also do is that I am a remote talent acquisition, global talent acquisition specialist. I'm also empowering, and this is another position that I hold. But how I rephrased it is that in a way that I am empowering future psychologists through skills based learning, and I am an advocate for mental health and purpose driven careers. Okay. And make sure that you do not use words like guru, ninja, or rockstar in your headline because they seem very unprofessional. Create a professional headline and do not write that you are unemployed or seeking work. Never write these two things that either you are unemployed or you're seeking work in very explicit way. Never, never, never do that. Okay. Now, for students or freshers, do not use headline that student at ABC University. Why? Because it is poor and it is not optimized for LinkedIn. The particular reason why I'm saying that you should also not write unemployed or seeking work in your headlines because it does not give a good impression at all to the recruiters that are using LinkedIn to recruit people. And you cannot believe that how many recruiters are actively using LinkedIn to recruit individuals for multiple jobs across the globe. So make sure that if you want people to, find your uh, profile, they should your profile should create an impact, and your headline will help you do that. Okay. Now, why the reason why I said that also, if you are a student at any university, you should not write that as well. It is a poor headline for two main reasons. Okay. And I'm reiterating why, because it does not contain any keywords. On LinkedIn, we search people through keywords, and this does not contain any keywords that potential recruiters and hiring managers are searching for. This means that you will show up less to hiring managers and recruiters who are looking to hire you. And it does not stand out, it does not make you stand out from other profiles in the search result. If your profile showed up in the recruiter search result, there is nothing different. There's nothing to differentiate you from thousands of the other students at other universities. Okay. And this default headline is simply not catchy enough, and it gives a recruiter no reason to click on your profile or contact you. Okay. So make sure that whenever you create a headline, you create a unique one, one that is that suits you. Now, I have, and I'll share this LinkedIn handbook with you guys as well. Now, what helped me to create a headline when I was optimizing my LinkedIn profile throughout the years, this particular formula helped me in creating my headline. Okay. And I will share this handbook with you. Why? Because there are a lot of examples that you students can use, and those who think that they are at a professional level, they can use particularly this formula to create their headline. Or what you can do is put this, formula, any formula that you like, in any AI assistant, and ask it to help you in writing effective headlines that are unique to you. Ask it that ask me questions that can make this particular formula in a unique headline for my LinkedIn profile. Okay. Never ask it to create it for you. Ask AI assistant to ask you questions so that you can answer the questions. And I'm telling you this why? Because you have to ask ChatGPT to ask questions, because otherwise your headline will not be a unique one that suits your profile. Okay, ask it to ask your interest according to any particular formula that you want to create the headline with, and then it will help you in creating a headline just for your particular profile. Okay. Now, a common mistake, people make is thinking they don't have enough to show. Now, before that, okay, so let's move towards your about section. Now, your about section is a very comprehensive story about what you do and what you have been doing, what you are proud of, how you do things you do, what have you achieved, and, a very short story about how you take a approach on things. Okay. And what you need to do is that and I believe so, I have a formula for this as well. Yes. So a LinkedIn, summary template for, job seekers as well. What you need to do is create it in a way that start with a compelling action word, insert job title keywords with, you know, years of expertise in a particular field, and talk about that how you help companies, insert your value proposition. Okay, and then include some of the examples that how you have demonstrated that particular skill in such a way. Okay, in what way you have demonstrated it, and in a very subtle way. Whenever as I've told you that you are not supposed to write unemployed or job seeking job in your headline, in your about section, in a very subtle way, you have to write that I get excited about new opportunities where I can, help the organization and the people with this, and I love connecting with new people. You can reach out to me at my Gmail. Always put the Gmail in your about section. Why? Because this help people approach you on your email. Do not, I would never recommend you putting your WhatsApp number unless and until it is used for business use. Do not share your personal details like that. Always use email. Put your email in your about section so that people who are interested, who are impressed by your work, can approach you on email. Okay. And it is a very true story that I was approached by US startup, because they really liked my work, and they were particularly interested by how I contribute to creating educational content. Okay. Which I do not do a lot, but they thought that I was doing an amazing job, and they had approached me on my email that I had dropped in my about section, and they had asked me about that. Now, if you want to look at my about section, and again, you can take assistance from AI in creating these. Okay, I had created one by myself, and then I had asked AI to polish it for me, and from there I had put little pieces from here and there, and then I have created my about section. Okay, you guys can read it through. I don't think I would really, yeah, just look at it. That what I have started with the question that what if the best HR professional in the room also understood the psychology behind why people resist change, burn out, or quickly disengage. And that's how I've proposed my value, that that's the lens I bring to every organization I work with. And I've then talked about that I am a human resources professional and a course facilitator with background that doesn't fit neatly into one box, because I have a lot of scattered, I've done a lot of work in different fields and different, in areas. And I've told that that's intentional. My work sits at the intersection of HR strategy, psychology, project management, and social sciences, which means I just don't design policies, I understand the people behind them. Okay. So I am talking about my value proposition, why I, as a person, as a professional, matter, and how I can bring the value to a particular organization I will apply or I will join. Okay. So that's how you need to do as well. Okay. And then you need to add the top skills that you want people to look at whenever they open your profile. And the about section will ask you to add these particular skills. So you have to do that. Okay. You will do that when it's asked. Now, I hope so that you guys already have added experiences in your profiles. If not, by default, whenever you create the LinkedIn profile, the experience section and the education section always appear um, at the very beginning. So you need to add your education first. And when you've added your education, you can add your experiences as well. And whenever you are adding experiences or education and that particular organization is available on LinkedIn, make sure that you tag that organization. That organization's logo appears whenever you are adding the experience. Okay. Okay. You need to do that so that you are then connected with the organization. Okay. For example, I'll show you. This was one of my experiences, and I had this done. I had done this internship in this particular, uh, yeah, a hospital. But since it does not have a LinkedIn page, I could not connect my internship experience to the organization. Okay. But as you can see, all of the other experiences that I have added, they have the logos. They have the logos. Okay. And these particular logos help me understand and you understand that I am connected with this particular organization. Now, what will happen is that whenever I click this particular um, organization or anything, it does not take me to this organization's page. But if I have connected myself with the organization, proper organization's LinkedIn page, whenever I will click on this particular organization from my experiences, it will directly take me to that organization's page. Okay. So that is very important. It's very important that whenever you add an experience, anything, any detail, you have to make sure that the organization's logo is there. Okay. If in the case that organization's company page is available on LinkedIn. Okay, make sure you do that. And similarly, once you've added your experiences, you have education. Now, if you want to add volunteering, And I would really, 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 really ask you guys to please engage in volunteer roles. It's very, very important. As I've told you, it creates a huge impact. I'm in Pakistan. A lot of people do not appreciate, or do not give importance to volunteering. But for global opportunities, it is very important, and I would really request you guys to please make sure that you engage in volunteer work. Okay, so if you want to add volunteer section in your profile, all you have to do is that whenever you want to add a section, anything in your LinkedIn profile, go to your profile of the first interface of your profile, and here you can see add section. Okay, now there are particularly three types of sections that you can add in your profile. One is core, one is recommended, and then there is an additional one. Okay, now the core one says add education, there is always there, add position, your services, career break, skills. I don't see particularly people using career break. We do add skills, and those who are offering their services, they add that particular profile section as well. But for now, you guys don't need to. What you guys need to add is add the education, section if it's not already there, add position, and add skills. Okay, from the recommended one, add a featured section. Okay, add licenses and certificates. Any certificate that you have gotten, either it's from by attending a training, or it was for your participation in the university, maybe in conference, maybe you know in a webinar, anything. Add those certificates, show people that you engage in such activities. Okay, show people. Okay, make sure, why? Because a common mistake people make is thinking that they do not have enough to show. But everything that you've done counts. Add your internships, even if they are virtual, in your work experience. Include any freelance work or academic projects. Make sure that you list all your volunteer works in the volunteering section. And the volunteering section will come in the additional one. See, as you can see, when you select the additional profile section, it will show you the volunteer experience. Okay, add that. Add your certificates, certification trainings, and even awards and recognition. Anything. Why? Because each of these add value and helps LinkedIn's algorithm understand your expertise. So it's very important that explore each of these profile sections, and whatever suits you, add those. And if I show you my LinkedIn profile, I have added the license and certificates section. Okay, and I have added lots of the certificates that I have gotten, because I was able to get, yeah, because I have been doing a lot of courses through Coursera and Google and platforms like these. Oh, it's not opening right now. So let's skip on to that. Yeah. So my internet is quite slow. Okay, so let's just review these sections. I have added the license and certificates because I've been a part of the projects that include conferences. I have added the conferences that I've been a part of through these project, through the profile section of projects. Okay, then in the volunteering section, I have added my volunteering experiences of how different and how in my university how I had worked. Okay, and most of these are within of how I've worked with my in my university. Okay, so add those experiences as the volunteer. Whatever responsibility is given to you within your university events, add those in volunteer experiences. Okay, and if your university gives you any of the certificates, and make sure that you add those as well to show people that actually you have actually done the work. Okay. Then comes your skills, section. And one of the very fantastic things that can be done in this LinkedIn profile, in this your skills particularly section, is that people can endorse your skills. Okay, as you can see that my skill of talent management has been endorsed by an individual. Okay, and I've received multiple recommend endorsements. All you need to do is whenever you open a profile of any individual, go to their skill section, and whenever you will click on some any of the skills that they have, it shows you the option to endorse that particular skill. Okay, now one of the things, there's another section that is recommendations. Either you receive or you give. Okay, in my case I've given more than I've received, and you can ask people to give you recommendations. Okay, it's just a way to reinforce how you have worked in a particular role. So make sure that you ask people to give you recommendations as well, and it's very important, okay, that you do that. Then, as I had done publication, I have written that as well. And then for the languages, I have C1 level uh, English proficiency certificate as well. So I have added that as my English proficiency. Okay. These are all about the sections that you need to look through in your LinkedIn profile. And I've told you, explore yeah. And then there is a featured section. Whenever there is this particular section, all you need to do is that click on this um, featured section. And what feature section helps you in doing is that it highlights one of the most important things from your profile. Okay, so for example, I was really proud to be when I was, re-announced as human resources women ascension head. I shared that profile and I have featured that. So whenever you open my profile, you will scroll down after my headline, after my about section, and before you go towards my posting, you can see the featured section before anything else. And this featured section shows some of my personal achievements that I have received on LinkedIn, and I really wanted to showcase them on my profile. And that's how they appeared. So, the featured section is above before you go towards creating any of the posts on your LinkedIn profile. Okay. Now, um, yeah. Now let's move back towards your yeah presentation. So yeah, I think we've talked about what you include, and I'm telling you that you need to include everything what you have done in your LinkedIn profile. Now, what I want you to focus on is connecting people the right way. Okay, and the right way is that LinkedIn is not just about having a profile, it is about, using it. And optimizing means using it in its full potential, how it offers so much more than just creating your profile. Okay. So start by connecting people with purpose. Look for people in your field. Okay. Whatever your field is, either you have a background in AI, you have background in nursing, in social sciences, whatever. Start by connecting people with purpose. Look for people in your field, either they're mentors, speakers from events, or any other fellow. You need to connect with purpose. Okay. Follow thought leaders and then industry hashtags. Okay. Engage and follow, join groups related to your expertise on LinkedIn. That will be great to connect, similar thought leaders in your field, and you will be able to learn so much, and you'll be able to expand your network globally as well. So Groups are a perfect way to do that and connect with organizations like Women Ascension. Please do connect with organizations like Women Ascension. Why? Because they give you the platform to connect with people globally. Okay. And you cannot even imagine how many individuals I've been able to connect with through the platform of Women Ascension. And there are so many other organizations like Women Ascension on LinkedIn. You just have to explore it. Okay, you just have to explore which organization suits you the best. There are so many organizations that are working towards AI in education, okay, AI coding. There's so many. So make sure that you connect with them and you engage with the content that they are sharing and you share your voice as well. Okay, so also that engage with the content. I'm just saying, engage in the content. Do not just scroll through like you scroll on your Facebook or Instagram. A like and a meaningful comment or share your thoughts can go a long way. Okay, just writing somebody that this is how it is, this, yeah, I agree with you on this particular thought, I agree with how you have articulated this point such an in amazing way. Leaving that particular comment will help you so much. Okay, people will know, how recruiters will know what you engage with, what type of content you engage with, and it will help them to know if this particular person is right for the job that they are searching for. Okay, and finally, use your own voice. And I really want to say, if you have never done it before, please start posting. Okay, even a small reflection or learning from this training session is a great way to begin with. Okay, it's just the first step that's the most difficult to take, but once you do that, it it takes you, beyond boundaries, and it helps you so much. Okay, I was also very shy to post anything on LinkedIn, and I think about after a year or so, no, 6 months or so, I made my first post on LinkedIn. Initially, I was not sure about what to post, but then since I had already connected with Women Ascension and I had been taking a lot of their webinars and trainings, I started posting about them. And if you will go through my profile, I still post a lot about the trainings that I have taken with Women Ascension. Okay, so do that. But but actually do post about something, anything. And there is a quick challenge for you guys towards the end, and I would really like you guys to do that as well. And it's regarding posting. And yes, whenever you are posting about an organization or person, make sure that you tag them or mention them. Okay, and I'll show you just in a minute how you can do that. Okay, now whenever you connect with somebody, um and this is just a quick my in my own personal experience, how you can elevate connecting with someone, the experience of connecting with someone on LinkedIn in such a way that whenever you send a request to somebody, LinkedIn says that if you want to write a particular personalized message, so instead of just clicking connect, add a quick note like, hi, their particular name that I came across your profile through, maybe, but this event, maybe this training, or maybe this organization, and I love to connect and learn more about your work in this particular field or organization. Okay, it's just a personalized message, and it helps you to create such a great impact. Okay, it gives such a good impression to the person that you are connecting with. And avoid generic messages like hi, or worse, nothing at all. Okay, so a little effort makes a big difference, a big difference. And please, when I say that you have to add a connecting message when you connect with somebody on LinkedIn, I would say please avoid sending unprofessional messages as well, because that also does not help your case at all. Okay. Now, let's talk about why posting matters. It's very important. Okay. In very short, it's very, very important. Now, having a great LinkedIn profile is step one. Okay. Now, step two is being visible. Okay. And the algorithm of LinkedIn, it favors people who post, who comment and engage with people's post. Okay. So when you share your experiences, reflection, or achievements, you are not just representing yourself, you are amplifying the visibility of yourself and the organization you are associated with, or the organization you are talking about, or the person you are talking about in that particular post. Okay. As to what you can share on your profile, I would suggest that you share your learnings from trainings, courses, or experiences, any kind of. Start posting about them. Start by reflections. And I would really like that. Meanwhile, while we are going through this training, what I would like you guys to is take screenshots. Okay, whenever you are attending a webinar or a training online, make sure that you have a habit of taking screenshots. Why? Because these screenshots will help you in posting about that particular training on LinkedIn. And these visuals will help with visual aid, okay, connecting that particular session with these screenshots, okay, what you have written in writing. So make sure that you do that. And I would really request that if you guys can take a screenshot right now of your screens, that will be great. Okay. Now, also, what more you can post about is that you can reflect on any of your volunteering journey, how your experience had been, whether it was good, whether it was bad, and if you would want other organizations, suggest something as well. You can suggest as well. Okay. Now, announce milestones as well, as a lot of us do. I think initially all of us do that we are only sharing our milestones, certificates, and achievement, that I have started this, I've completed this, and this. You will see that people doing that a lot. Okay. Now, share opportunities or events as well. Any events that you see that you think that your network on LinkedIn can take help from, reshare those. Okay. And then obviously celebrate other people's success too. Okay. Congratulate them. Leave a very good and very thoughtful message under their post where they have shared. Okay. Now, you do not have to write, long essays. Even a short reflection or update can bring a huge impact. Okay. Think of it as letting your, professional circle peek into your journey. I'm not saying that you have to write very long essays. No, do not do that. Again, I'll show you a very quick template of how you can create an effective post. Now let's talk about, how you can make an effective post, and the formula for it is very, very simple. Okay. Think of a post, first of all, like telling a short story. A strong opening gets people to stop scrolling. Okay. Now let me move towards the formula so that you guys can understand what I'm trying to say. Hold on. Yeah. So this is the formula that I want you guys to follow. Okay. The hook. Okay. It is a strong opening that gets people to stop scrolling. Now, the body, okay, the body shares your value. The call to action invites engagement, okay, either in the comment section, or people will connect with you after reading that, particular post, okay. They were impressed by you. And then always close with adding hashtags and tags, tagging that particular organization or any the person that you are talking about. And why? Because it's your way of joining the bigger conversation. Okay. And to make your post even more effective, I would suggest that you use AI. Okay. The way I always recommend to use AI is to use it as a thought partner and not the content generator. do not ask it to make stuff for you, but give it something, give it a context for to it, okay, and then ask it to polish it for you, and ask it to make a post that is SEO based, optimized, or simply ask AI assistants, any of the AI tools that you are comfortable with using, simply ask it to use this particular formula, give it this particular formula, and then add your write up, that what you want to talk about, the context you want to talk about in your particular LinkedIn post, and it will give you, and ask it to give you a polished LinkedIn profile that you can use. Okay, so make sure that whenever you are creating a LinkedIn post, you do it this way. Okay, and believe me, this using AI helps you a lot, but whenever you are using AI, make sure that you use it effectively and do not ask it to create it for you. Always give it a context, always tell it what you want to talk about, how you want to talk about, okay? And then, obviously, as I'm saying, give it this formula and ask it to create the um, LinkedIn profile like this for you, okay? So now, when I was talking about tagging individuals and mentioning people, I'm sorry. Now, whenever you need to tag an organization, what you need to do is, and even a person, first of all, use at this symbol. And if you want to tag Women Ascension, as you guys will do in your challenge that I am going to give you guys, write its name Women Ascension. Okay. And since I am writing Women Ascension, it is showing me the organization that I want to tag. Okay. So I will select it. And this is how I have tagged Women Ascension in my in my LinkedIn post. And now, if I want to mention a person in my LinkedIn post, again, what I will do is that I will put the symbol of at. And since Ma'am Maheen was the one who gave me this opportunity to give this training to you guys, and I want to thank her with my post for this training, I will simply add her name and then I will simply click on it. And this is how I have tagged Ma'am Maheen and Women Ascension in my post. Okay. This is how you tag people, and make sure, hold on, 1 minute. So make sure that whenever you are posting about an organization and a person, you always mention them and you always tag them. Okay. How this works is, hold on, let me show you a post. Mhm. Hold on. Yeah. Let's do this. Let me open this one. So the way I did was, and you guys cannot believe how much engagement you get once you mention people and you know, mention organizations. Okay. So the way since I tagged Women Ascension, it shows in my post as hyperlinked. It is hyperlinked now. So whenever somebody is looking at my profile and they think and they see that I have tagged any organization, they can simply click on this particular link, hyperlinked name of Women Ascension, and it will take them to its company page. Okay. Then the individuals, and then the similar case, the individuals that I have mentioned in the post, it's the same for them as well. So whoever wants to connect with these particular people, they can simply open their profile as well. Okay. And then they can connect with these individuals as well this way. Okay. This is how important it is for you to create posts in such a way that help in your visibility as well, and the people and the organization that you are mentioning in the post as well. So it's very important that you guys do that. Okay. So now let's save you from some of the common pitfalls. Okay. Now, having no profile picture or a poor picture is a red flag for most of the recruiters. Okay. Poor headlines that says that looking for opportunities, this is just too vague. So make sure that a headline is unique to you, and we've talked about how you should do that. Okay, like now then overusing words like motivated, hardworking without examples won't impress any of the recruiters. And if you guys have seen in my profile as well, you guys have not found those words at all. Okay, so do not use such words, such overused buzzwords. Do not use them without any proof. Okay, without any proof, do not. And then not engaging. Now you have to participate in the algorithm of LinkedIn so that it works for you in your favor. Okay, so make sure that you are engaging with posts and you are replying to people with messages, and you are talking about, you are creating posts yourself as well. And then finally, sending generic mass messages. Why? Because it hurts your credibility, and then crafting unprofessional messages as well. Okay. Now, this is the part where we make a collective impact. Okay. First of all, if you guys have not followed Women Ascension LinkedIn page, please make sure to do that. It talks about a lot of opportunities and a lot of trainings and, you know, countless opportunities for you so that you can, build your volunteer experiences. And from LinkedIn, once you connect with such organization, you will be able to find so many other organizations. You can join so many organizations, and I tell you, please make sure that you do that. Then engage with posts. Make sure that you comment your thoughts, share them, and tag your network. Okay. And when you post something about your journey, do not forget to tag those who you interacted with. Make sure that you mention those people the correct way. Okay. It's very important for their visibility as well. And each like, comment, and a share helps us grow as, individuals. Okay. So make sure that you do that. Now, before we wrap up, here is your small mini challenge. If you, I would really like that you guys update your profiles in next 24 hours. If you have never made profile before, then your challenge would be to create a profile, okay? And then take your time in setting it up, okay? I will be sharing the LinkedIn handbook. It has each and every element explained there, and how you can optimize and how you can write all these elements in your profile very effectively. So you can use those guidelines and create your profile. Then, for those who already have, LinkedIn profile, I would ask you to add a profile picture if you haven't, and write or refresh your about section. Okay, I would really want you to do that. And then post on LinkedIn about today's training, both of the trainings, okay? The training from the other day as well and today's as well. Post about it, tag Women Ascension, tag me as the trainer, so that it increases the visibility of not just you guys, but me as well. And when I'll be posting, since I was able to connect with Ms. Shamshad, I will be tagging her in my post, and I will be making the post as well. Okay. Don't worry about it. I am going to create a post about this. So make sure that you also do that if you have never created a post. So for now, I would want you to say thank you. I would want to say thank you to you guys for staying with me through this training for both of these 2 days. It was a lovely, experience to give these trainings to you guys. And if you guys have any questions, I am open to them. I can I think take a few questions before we wrap up for. Okay, so recruiters evaluate. Okay, so Nazakat is asking that do recruiters actually evaluate students' LinkedIn activity and posts, or they mainly focus on education and skills? Nazakat, what they do look at is your skills, they education. If it matters for that particular job, they will look at your education. For me, I have never looked at the education of any individual. I look at their skills, I look at their experiences, okay, and I look at their about section and their headline. So the connection between their headline and about section tells you a lot. So whenever I have to look at somebody's profile link in, in more deeper way, I look at their about section. What are they talking about? What are they offering? What, all of those things. I look at their about section the most and their headline, and it tells you a lot. Okay. And obviously then experiences, just to look at how they align with the about section, that what they are talking about. Okay. And I hope that I've answered that question for you. Okay. So if their focus is on education, they will look at the education. Okay. If recruiters focuses on education, they will look at it. Mine has never been education. Mine has always been the experience of the individual and the services that they are providing. So I always look at the headline and the about section. They are very important for me. Okay, Amir asked that with so many people posting similar content on LinkedIn, how can someone genuinely stand out instead of becoming a part of the noise? So, similar posting, give your unique, aspect to it. Talk about how you think about that particular topic. Okay. It doesn't have to, posting is not the only thing that makes you stand out. Your whole profile makes you stand out. Okay. How you are presenting yourself, that makes you stand out. It's not just the posting. People will talk about the same training. So many people, 50 people have attended a training and 50 people will talk about that training. Not all of them are going to be the same, but obviously they are going to be talking about the same thing. Now, the posts are not going to be the same, but they're going to be talking about the same thing. So that does not mean that you have to stand out with your post, but you have to stand out with your profile, with your unique expertise and your unique niche. Okay. That's how you are going to stand out. Shahana asks that is building a strong LinkedIn profile about genuine representation, or are people actually encouraged to exaggerate achievements to stay competitive? Now, I would never suggest to exaggerate any of the achievements, Shahana. I would ask you to present yourself in such a way that it helps you, it helps your brand. Okay. That whenever you present something, you talk about something in your particular case, in for yourself, write it in such a way that it does not exaggerate. Okay. Now, for example, I'll give you an example that um, now I had never gotten the numbers for the success rate of the courses that I had, I had designed. But how I did was why? Because I had a good idea of how, from the feedback of those individuals who had, completed those courses, that they really liked the course and they learned a lot. So what I did was how I represented that particular feedback in such a way that I said that I coordinated course logistics, including scheduling, email communication. I did all that, okay? And resource sharing, improving now this part, improving overall participant satisfaction as reflected in post course feedback scores average rating 4.7 out of 5. Okay. I did not exaggerate, but wrote it in such a way that it helped me to quantify that particular, um, achievement, and I could state it in such a way that it will make my effort stand out. Okay. Oh, okay. Shafika asked that as students with very little experience, how can we make our profile stand out professionally? Um, Professionally, Shafika, that for you as a student right now, you need to start engaging with organizations, become a part of many. There are so many organizations on LinkedIn. Become a part of them. Okay. Start engaging with their content. Start engaging there's so many organizations on LinkedIn, a lot of Pakistani organizations on LinkedIn. Once you connect with Women Ascensions page, you will be able to see so many similar organizations, okay, on LinkedIn page, and you will be able, and you can connect with them, engage with their content, start taking their trainings, start participating their initiatives, and include all those in your profile so that the individuals know that even though she is a student, the recruiters or the hiring managers know that even though that particular person is a student, she is engaging with so many different organizations, and she is um, excelling in their missions and their visions, and she's even promoting that as well in her own community. That tells me a lot about you, that you are a person who will, not only who is somebody who just not doesn't not only you know uh, help herself in learning new tools and new opportunities, but she's also very active in promoting these and helping those around her as well. Okay. So this says a lot about you. So these are one of the ways, this is one of the ways, Shafika, you can make your profile stand out, and then post about these particular you know um, opportunities as well. I had i had never made a LinkedIn profile in my university life. Can you believe I had no idea about it, because my university never talked about having a LinkedIn profile. And I had only created after I had, uh, yeah, only after I had started working professionally. Okay. So if I had known about that, I would have posted about every webinar, every training that I was taking in the university. Why? Because I had been creating a list about those trainings in my own mobile each time I went to it, just to boast about that I have attended these particular you know um, seminars and conferences in my university. Had I known that I can post about them on LinkedIn, I would have done so much. Okay. I would have made my profile stand out so much, but it took me time to do that. It took me time to bring it where I am today. Why? Because I had not known about all of these things before. No one was there to guide me about how to use LinkedIn. So I had to learn through YouTube. And then, yes, I had to learn from experts on at Women Ascension. There was the this um, yeah, there was this training that was held at Women Ascension when I was a part of it as a fellow. So I had that opportunity to learn from how I can, optimize my profile. So take all of these experiences and showcase them on your profile. And this is how you can, it's not going to be like you just post about something once and you talk about something once and you have added just one experience in your profile, and that's how it's going to stand out. No, it takes continuous time, it takes continuous efforts. So you need to be consistent in your posting, you need to be consistent in what you want to talk about and in what you want to showcase about yourself. Be consistent, create a plan, and how all of this requires effort. So do that. Once you have a plan, once you know how what you want to talk about, what you want to post about, I am sure you guys can make your profile stand out amazingly. And yes, okay, Shahana asked that doesn't using AI to build a profile risk creating an image that we might struggle to live up in the interviews? Shahana, who says that you are going to ask AI to create something, create a profile for you that does not belong to you? You're never going to do that. I emphasize that never ask AI to create something for you. Always, always, always give it the context. For example, if you had done an internship, okay, in for example in community development, and the most important thing about that particular event, that particular opportunity was awareness. Okay, all they had to do was that, how I have articulated my experience of that internship. I have created in such a way, and I did all those. Okay, but the main focus of my internship was never that. But I have done these things. What I did was, apart from awareness, was that I had researched and interviews individuals, you know, because my internship was with people with disability. What I did was I have articulated my experience in such a way, and I did not, believe me, I did not use AI for this. Okay. I created this on my own. What I did ask AI was to polish what I have done. Okay. What I have written. I never asked it to create something for me that does not belong to me, that does not reflect my achievements in that internship. What I did, okay, so what I was telling you, that I wrote that I researched and interviews two individuals with disability, uncovering social barriers and lack of inclusivity, leading to a compelling case study on one individual's journey. Then, collaborating as a team to develop strategies for increasing awareness and advocacy for persons with disability in workplace, resulting in a 30% increase in understanding and empathy among employees. Okay. Then, conducting presentations on impact of societal attitudes towards people with disability, sparking conversations that led up to 15% increase in organizations implementing accommodations for persons with disability. Okay. So never ask AI to create something that does not reflect your achievement or anything. I am again and again saying, do not ask it to create for you. Always give it the context. Always write something yourself first and then ask it to improve it for you. Okay. As I've told you for posting as well, do not go to GPT and or any AI tool and ask it to just create a post for me. I attended this training. It was called this. It's just that. No, write something yourself. That this is what this is was the 2 days training I attended with the help of this particular, in collaboration with this particular organization. We took 2 day training. One day we learned about the CV making and cover letter, and the next day we learned about how to optimize LinkedIn for impact. And this is how we were able to learn. These trainings helped me with my professional and personal journey. I was able to learn about this particular area I had never known about. And I was able to get the HR perspective, okay, which I was unaware of before this. Okay. And then ask your AI assistant that this is my write up, but according to the formula that I am going to give you, that includes hook, body, call to action, and tags, create a SEO based LinkedIn post for me. Okay. And then, according to, and given your material, it will create a post for you that you can then post on LinkedIn. Okay. I am again and again saying, do not ask it to create it for you. Always, always, always give it some material, some context so that it can help you to improve your writing. Okay. Please always use AI assistance in that way. Please do not kill your creativity. Okay. In this way, never kill your creativity in this way. Always use it as a thought partner. Always use it as a thought partner. And I am exactly quoting these words from the AI experts in the field. Okay, they say that use AI as a thought partner and not something that is your content creator. Do not kill your creativity in the process. Okay, you are students, you guys need these tools to, improve your creativity, but not to kill your creativity in the process. Okay. Um, Naima asked that, ma'am, how can LinkedIn help students find internships or entry level opportunities? Again, Naima, connect with organizations. Um, and yeah, there is a section for jobs and opportunities in LinkedIn. You can directly, set your preferences in it. Okay. That what are your preferences? Are you looking for on-site job, internships? You can look for that as well in which particular area. You can do that as well. But I would also suggest that, connect with organizations, start connecting with people who are, offering such opportunities, connect with recruiters, maybe who are posting about opportunities. And, obviously, internship season is coming up. So you guys will need to, be present on LinkedIn so that you guys can find such opportunities. Um, Okay, I'm sorry, I do not want to butcher your name, but I will read your question or the answer that you have written. If I use AI, does copy and paste direct have a negative effect, even if give the correct prompt? Are you talking about the post that you are going to post? If you copy paste it, that does not create any negative impact. If you were the one who gave it the context, and now LinkedIn, or sorry, the AI has given you the you know what the post, it now it has created the post, just copy paste it. It doesn't give an negative impact. Okay. Shahana, yes, I will take your question. Kanvi, you have raised your hand for some time. Yes, go ahead, please ask your question.
Yes, thank you, Jannat. It is always amazing listening to you on the same topic, and this is always like I learned something new. So I have three questions that I want you to address. I'll make it very short. The first
Okay.
thing is, if I'm volunteering at some organization, should I add, although every organization say it to add in the experience section,
Yeah.
obviously, because I'm gaining experience, but should I simultaneously add in the voluntary section also? This would be my first question.
Okay. Kanvi, if the organization initially wants you to add it in the experience section, add it over there. And once you are done with the experience, take it and add it to the volunteering section as well. And you can do simultaneously as well. Okay. Okay, listen, if you want to count that experience, volunteers experience as an experience, actual experience, then do not put it in the volunteering section. Okay. Okay. But
Yes,
if
yes,
you
well,
want it to count as a volunteer experience, then add it in the volunteer experience section.
okay, perfect. And my second question would be
Yeah.
that how I can make my experience section
Yeah.
very interactive, like addressing everything. Although I have tried it, but I was not consistent with that thing. So how I can make it engaging, like for example, if I'm volunteering for something,
Yeah.
right? So I'm writing the description, I'm adding the skills, I'm adding the post they have featured me and everything. So that would be the correct way, or if there is any improved way that even by chance I'm not able to add my certificate due to being overly busy. So at least my presence in that organization is shown. So if you can guide something on that.
Panvi, I think you have got it covered. Yeah, that's the right way to make your experience count in that way. Yeah, that's one of the way. If you do not want to, add your experience certificates or anything for that particular moment or for that particular time, don't add it. It doesn't hurt you in any way. Okay. But if you want to, then yeah, add the description of how you are doing, you are achieving things in that particular role. Then yeah, add that post, that add the media that will support your description of that role. And then yeah, you can add the certificate and anything that is going to support it. Yeah, that will make your experience, yeah, look more engaging. And the skills that you are adding in that particular experience are also going to help recruiters find your profile as well. Because whenever we are recruiting, we are always using hashtags. Okay, hashtags with for skills. So we are looking at the skills of the individuals to find profiles and a particular interest. So that those skills and all of those things are going to help us find your profile. But you've got it, Kanvi. You are doing good.
Okay, thank you. And I wanted to ask one more thing, which I have tried doing it. For example, I should be adding my, you know, if I'm enrolling in some course, there was some organization and it was bioinformatic course. So I should be adding that in the course section, or should I be adding in the experience section and I should be linking it to the course thing? Because I have tried it and I have struggled it and I found this way. So if you can guide me on that.
Um, okay, from in my experience, I had taken this course and they had asked me to put that in the experience section. Okay. And once I had completed the course, I had moved that particular experience in my licenses and certificates part. I did not put it in the courses one. Actually, I've never put
Okay.
anything in the courses section. I have, I think, for all the courses that I have done on Coursera and Google, I have put them all in the licenses section because I had already completed those. I think, can you let me explore this, how you can put that particular course in the course section? Because I have never, experienced, I don't have an experience with that.
Sure, I'll wait for your response whenever you are able to do. And
Oh.
one last question. That would be,
Oh,
sorry, I know you're not well, but still I wanted
no,
to
no, no, no,
ask.
no.
The last question is, if, like, for example, you told the feature thing, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what all we should include in our feature thing, and if we are adding it in as a post, because the feature we are
Yeah.
adding it in the experience section somehow. So, can we omit the same the same post in the feature one just to avoid the repetition? So, would that
Okay.
work?
So, Kanvi, what happens with the featured section is, let me show you. With your featured section, what happens is that it gives you the option of adding either a post, add an article that is from your own LinkedIn page, add a link, okay, maybe an external link that you want to share, add an image or add a document, and these are going to be the external ones, okay, external images or documents that you want to. Now, for in my case, for example, this was something that this was a badge that I was given for the course that I had completed. Okay. So since I had made a post about it, okay, what I did was that rather than adding that particular image as for my featured section, I added the post. Now, if I want to add a featured post, these are all my posts. It will open all of my current posts, all the past posts that I have made on my profile, and it will ask me to feature. Okay. So these are already things that I have posted on my LinkedIn profile, and I can feature any of those which I think are going to reflect my achievements in on my LinkedIn. I can feature them on my, profile. So it can be anything. The featured section will differ from person to person. Whatever you want to showcase on your link on your featured section, you can do that. So there is no hard and fast rule for what should go on the featured section.
Okay, perfect. Thank you a lot, Ms. Jannat, for answering all my questions. Now you can take rest from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Kanvi. Thank you for asking those questions. Shahana, you are asking that if we already have academic and campus opportunities, is having a LinkedIn profile at this stage truly essential? Shahana, what if you already have academic and campus opportunities? Why not talk about them on LinkedIn? Create your digital appearance, digital presence. That's what I've been emphasizing through your LinkedIn is that you need LinkedIn in today's digital world. If you have academic and campus opportunities, why not create a post that this is this opportunity that our university has been, talking about. That will help people to, explore your profile, that this person is engaging in these kind of activities in her own university. Okay, so talk about them, but I would truly suggest that you create your LinkedIn profile. I would truly recommend that in today's uh, digi- in today's digital world, you need to create your digital presence. So make sure that you have a LinkedIn. And at you know, at this level, when you are a student, start creating the profile and engaging, uh, posting, optimizing the profile in such a way that when you have entered your professional career, you do not have to worry about your profile then. Okay. So you would have already created and optimized your profile. And then in your professional career, you would only have to maintain it. So many people would have already connected with you. So start building it right now. And I am sure it will do wonders for you because for me it has done a lot. And I'm sure a lot of people for a lot of people it has done the same. Okay. I think uh, a lot of question have been answered. I hope that I was able to answer them the way you wanted me to. I hope you got your answers, and I was able to guide you all in that way as well. I would again quickly remind that please make sure that you post about this session. I'm telling you that always the first step is always the hardest. So if you will just break that barrier, I am sure you guys can do so much. You guys can achieve so much. That initial hesitation will always, you know, restrict you from exploring so much of the world that revolves around you. So just uh, move out from that shell, and then you will be able to gain so much. Okay. So post about this session, and I am sharing the LinkedIn handbook with you guys. Those of you who struggle with the profile optimization, you guys can take help from that. I have created it myself, and I have shared it before as well with the community at Women Ascension. So I hope the workbook will help you in the same way. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining for today's session as well, and for the Fridays. I hope you guys were able to learn a lot, and I truly hope that I was able to contribute to your personal and professional learnings.
Yes, of course, Jannat. Jannat, thank you so much for such an informative and insightful session. A big round of applause for you.
Thank you
Your
so much.
guidance on creating and maintaining a professional LinkedIn profile will surely help our participants building a strong professional networks and explore new opportunities to learn. And I want to thanks all the participants for joining us today and for the active participation and active listening. And the active listening is very difficult thing. And
Yeah.
lastly, I would like to invite thanks Women Ascension team, Dr. Mahin and Ms. Tahmina and all the team and Ms. Jannat especially for your collaboration and for your support and for your time. And once again, thank you so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so
all of you.
much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ms. Shamshad. Thank you so much. And everyone, thank you so much.